So guys, we are going to discuss a new topic called sites. Okay, so before moving forward, you should know this option. Okay, so whenever we create, okay, domain controller, where is my pen? Just one second. Yeah. So let us see this example. So guys, in our network, we have one domain controller. Okay, and we have created user 1, user 2, user 3, user 4 on this domain controller. And if user 1 wants to log on to client 2, it will check whether this user 1 is available in the Active Directory or not. Okay, then it will allow this user to access the client 2. And again, user 3 wants to access this client 3, the request will go to the Active Directory. Active Directory will check whether this user 2 is available in the user 2 or user 3 is available in the Active Directory or not. If it is available, then it will allow it. Now guys, let us say this domain controller goes down. What will happen?
A request will go to ADC and
Very good. So let us say we don't have ADC. What will happen if this domain controller goes down?
it will not log in.
They will not log in. So to avoid this single point of failure, we have installed the ADC. Now, if this domain controller goes down, the request will go to ADC and ADC will have the same database, correct? We have created
Yes.
user 1, user 2, user 3 and user 4. All these users will be replicated to the ADC immediately. Okay, and if it is goes down, client 2, okay, user 2 wants to log on to client 2, the request will go to ADC. ADC will authenticate these users. And let us say you have created, let us say both the servers are up now, and you have created S1, S2, S3 and S4. Replication will be done automatically and immediately to domain controller, correct? Hello.
Yes.
Okay, immediately, because the replication is on 24/7, which means as soon as we have created any user in domain controller, it will be replicated immediately to ADC. If we create any user in ADC, it will be immediately replicated to DC. Okay, this is the thing. But guys, okay, we'll discuss this point later. Let us try to understand this physical and logical and physical structure. So logical and physical structure, Active Directory has logical and physical structure. We have already discussed logical structure. This is something we can assume, like tree, forest. Okay, these are the examples of the logical structure. Then we have physical structure. In the physical structure, we can touch the things. In physical structure, we have domain controller and sites. Domain controller is nothing but our server. It is a physical server. And site, where we install the domain controller. Site, it is a player where you install the server, like Hyderabad site and Bangalore site. This is the physical site. And guys, in LAN, the replication is done automatically. Okay, let us say, as we have discussed, we have domain controller and additional domain controller. If you create any user on domain controller, it will be replicated to ADC. And in LAN, it is done automatically between DC and ADC, and logon services are faster in LAN. Now guys, let us try to understand how this replication is done automatically. So when we create a domain controller. This domain controller will be added to a option called sites, default sites. So domain controller will be added here. And when we created the additional domain controller, so this additional domain controller will be added to the same site, ADC as well. So this DC and ADC, they are the part of same site, correct? By default. That is why they do the replication automatically. Let me show you. Active Directory sites and services. So guys, if you observe here, server 1 is our domain controller, server 2 is our ADC. These two servers are the part of default first site name. Okay, this is the site name and they are the part of this same site. So the replication is automatic. Got the point? Why the replication is done automatic here? Why it is open? Why it is enabled 24/7? Any doubt, guys?
No, it's clear.
So why the replication is done automatic?
Because
Between,
it's same site.
okay, because they are on the same site. Let us say, guys, they are in LAN and we don't have any problem here. Okay, so they are in LAN and the replication is done 24/7. LAN is having good bandwidth, and if it is open 24/7, we don't face any problem in LAN. But let us say, guys, what you have done, this is your network. You have the domain controller in India and one ADC is in US, the other ADC in UK. So the users, okay, they are using the domain controller to log on to the server. So user one wants to log on to client one, the request will go to the domain controller and it will check if it is available or not and it will authenticate it. If this domain controller goes down, the request will go to the additional domain controller which is available in US and it will authenticate it. So guys, what we have done here, we have created domain controller and we have installed the domain controller in India. This domain controller, let us say it is server one. So by default, it will be the part of default site. Then we have additional domain controller. We have created additional domain controller which is in US, but again, by default, it is server 2. It is the part of same default site. And we have installed additional domain controller to ADC in UK. Again, it will be the part of same default site. And whatever the username you have created in this domain controller, let us say user 1, user 2 you have created, it will be replicated immediately to this ADC in US and it will be replicated to UK ADC immediately because the replication is on 24/7 because they are the part of same default website. So guys, we are using the WAN link here. And if you open the replication 24/7, what will happen? It will consume the bandwidth, WAN bandwidth, and it will make your network slow. We don't want, okay, we don't want this replication to be open 24/7. We want the replication to be open on a specific time, like 3 hours from 6 to 9. The replication should be done. And besides 6 to 9, replication should not be done. We want to do this configuration. So what you will do, you will create 2 sites. Okay, let us say we have DC and ADC. So you will create 2 sites, India site and US site. SIT, US site, and you will move the domain controller in India site and ADC in US site. Okay, so now they are the part of different sites and replication will not be done automatically and it is not available 24/7. So guys, we can't schedule the replication time if the servers are in the same site. To schedule the replication time, the servers should be in different site. So to change the replication settings, we need to create sites. So we'll create the sites and then we'll move the servers to different sites. Then we can change the replication time interval. So for replication, we need a site link as well. So we will create two sites. We'll move the servers to different sites. Then we'll link these two sites. So we need a site link as well. We need sites. We need site link as well. Site is a different thing. Site link is a different thing. So site link will link these two different sites. Okay, we'll see both the things. We'll see how to create the sites. We'll see how to create the site link as well. So guys, the replication interval is 180 minutes by default. Okay, that is replication is done every 80 seconds and within 360 minutes replication will be done 2 times. So guys, let us say you have given the maximum time 360 minutes. Replication should be done between this 360 minutes, which means the replication will be done 2 times in a day. For every 180 seconds, it will do the replication automatically. So 180 into 2, 360, which means maximum it will do the replication 2 times in a day. Okay, so guys, let us see how to do this lab. It is taking some time. Let us wait for a few seconds. So guys, is it clear? The replication?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So now guys, we are going to do 3 things. First, we'll create the sites like India and US. The second thing is we'll move the servers to the respective sites. Then we'll create the site link. So let us see how to create the site. We'll go to server manager, then we'll go to tools, then Active Directory sites and services. And you will expand Active Directory sites and services, then you select sites. Then if you go to default site name, you will have all these servers. They are the part of same site. That is why it is doing the replication automatically. That is why the replication is open 24/7. But we want to create a site. We don't want the replication to be open 24/7. So you will go back to site, right click, then you select this new site option. Then you will provide the name to your site. So in our example, we'll give the name as India site or India, and we'll select this option, default IP site link IP. Okay, then the site is created. You can see you will have India site here below this default site. Then we'll create one more site. We'll go back to sites, new site. Then we'll provide the name like US or US site, and you will select this default IP site link. Then all the servers are available in default website, default host site name. If you observe here, sites are created. India site is created, US site is created, but they are not moved yet. They are in the default site only. So we need to move these servers to the respective sites. So we'll move server 1 to India and we'll move server to US. So how to move? You will go to server 1, right click, and you will select this option move. Okay, and you will select India, then okay. Server 1 is moved to India. If you see here, we have server 1 under India. It is moved from the default site. Now server 2 is still it is in default site. We need to move it to US. So you will right click on server 2. You will select this move option. After selecting this move option, you will select the site name US, and server 2 is the part of US. So after moving the servers to respective sites, we need to create the site link. How to create the site links? Let us try to understand. You will go to sites, you will expand sites. Then you will get this option, inter-site transports. Then you will select IP option. Okay, select IP. SNMP, SMTP is for setting up the email. So we are not setting up the email here. We will select the IP option. After selecting this IP option, you will right click this IP option and we need to create a new site link. Then you will get this window and you will provide the name to this site link, like any meaningful name. So here we have provided India US site link. Then we will add these two sites into this site link. You will press this option. These two sites will be added here in India US site. Then you will click OK. After clicking OK, if you see the link is created and the replication interval is 180 minutes, which means every 180 minutes it will do the replication. Okay, so we want to change the time. Okay, we want to make the replication from Monday to Friday, 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. 6 hours. The replication should be done. So 6 hours means how many minutes, guys? 6 into 60.
360.
It is 360. Okay, so replication will be done for 360 minutes only. 360 means the default time is it will replicate every 180 minutes. So 180 plus 180, 360, which means replication will done only 2 times in a day. So we can change the time. We can make it to 60. If you make it to 60, which means it will do the replication 6 times in a day. Okay, the replication time is 360 minutes. Under this 360 minutes, every 60 minutes, it will do the replication. You can change the time here. I will show you. So minimum is 15 minutes. Maximum is 10,080 minutes. And it is having one more option called cost. I will show you, okay? The cost is calculated based on bandwidth. And we have already covered this point in CCNA. Okay, what is this cost? So cost is calculated based on the bandwidth. If you have more bandwidth, the cost will be less. If you have less bandwidth, the cost will be more. Just 1 second, guys. Okay, guys. So we'll see, okay, what is this replication time interval in lab. So we can change it to 60 minutes. It is by default 180. So we will change it to 60. So every 60 minutes, it will do the replication. Okay. And how to change the schedule? You will select the schedule option. Like we want to do the replication from Monday to Friday. So you will select the schedule option. You will get this window. Then you will select this option. This option, replication not available option, to change the schedule from Monday to Friday. Then you will select Monday to Friday, and the time, let us say it is from 4 to 11. So you will select the time here and you will select the Monday to Friday, 4 to 10 and 4 to 11 you can say. Then select replication available. Then you will select this option, replication available. So you will get this green here, which means it will do the replication from Monday to Friday and from 4 to 11. Green means it will do the replication. White means it will not do the replication. So we'll do the lab, guys. So we'll go to server. First, we'll create the sites. When we create, then we'll create the site link, then we'll add the servers. So we'll go to sites and services. So by default, all the servers are the part of this default site. We'll go to sites and we'll create two sites, India and US site. India site is created. Then we'll create the US site. US site is also created, but the servers are still in default site. So we'll move server 1 to India. Then we'll move server 2 to US. Then we need to create the site link. Okay, so how to create the site link? We'll expand site. Then we'll go to inter-site transport. We'll expand it. Then we select IP option. And it is having the default site link, but we'll not use it. We'll create our own site link. We'll right click here, new site link, and we'll add US and India in this site link. And we'll provide the name here, India, US site link. Site link is created. If you see the replication interval is 180 minutes. We'll right click here and we'll schedule the time. Properties. And guys, if you observe here, the replication time is 180 minutes. We can change it here. And the cost is 100 here. So as we have discussed, this cost is calculated based on the bandwidth. So this cost will be provided by the ISP. You should contact the ISP. He will provide you the cost. So we'll go with default cost here. And we want to schedule the what is it? I'm forgetting the term. We'll schedule the replication. Okay, so replication, if you see here, it is available for all the days, and it will be replicated every 180 minutes. But we want to change the schedule. We want to do the replication Monday to Friday. So we'll select this option. Let us say Monday to Friday, 4 to 10. Okay, so here it is 4 to 10. And Monday to Friday. Then we'll select this option, replication available. So green means it will do the replication between 4 to 10 every 180 minutes. Previously, it was selected all the days and it will do the replication for every 180 minutes. Now we have selected Monday to Friday, 4 to 10, and by default it is 180 minutes. So we can change the time to 60. So every 60 minutes, it will do the replication Monday to Friday between 4 to 10. Then we'll apply the setting. Then we'll click OK. If you see the replication interval is 60 now. So this is how you can reschedule the replication. Clear everyone? Any doubt, any confusion, you can ask me.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yes, clear.
No, sir.
Vikrant? Okay, guys. All right. So see you tomorrow, guys. Take care. Please do the labs.
Sir, how many more classes we have left?
I will tell you tomorrow, okay, how many classes are there.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So why you are in hurry?
No, sir. Just to manage my timetable. Yes.
Okay, no problem. I will tell you tomorrow. Okay.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Welcome.